Right guys, time for another quick update. Okay, thanks to the feedback from you all on YouTube regarding ideas for the icons. This is what I've chosen with obviously Nurgle. For the Slanesh I've gone with flames because I know they have pink and bluey flames, so you know, it's like they reminded me of the pink horrors and so forth, so I've gone with that, and some pools of blood on the floor for the corn. That'll mainly show up through the painting with blood splashes on the wall and so forth. And of course Tzeentch, which somebody rightly reminded me, this is the Lord of Change. So what I've done here is I've had a marine basically being overtaken by the warp and is actually morphing into something quite weird. The point of that is really with the Nurgle side, as you can see on the base of the pillar, I've started some growth going up there as well to sort of like give the model a bit of symmetry. I've done the same with the Tzeentch morphing. I've done a few little like weird ass face details on the pillars. I'm not the world's best sculptor, so we'll see how they come out in the painting. Another bonus now is, if I can get under there, we have mini guns in the ceiling, because one of the pictures I definitely saw that there was a gun, and it's understandable they'd have some sort of security. Railings on the front here now. I can't remember where I had them from. I've just blue tacked them on for the moment because I can't glue them on yet. They get right in the way when it comes to painting. The computer consoles, I've cleaned them up. This one's ready, and what I've done with this one, now hopefully you'll get what I'm trying to achieve here. Computer console obviously, but what I'm going to have it doing hopefully is projecting an image of a battle cruiser just above it. Now that will really look better when it's painted, so we'll see how that comes out in due course, but I put it there. I was originally going to have it on this console, but it's like half as high again, and to be honest it just looked too high and it interfered with the viewing of the diorama, whereas if I pull back here, as you can see, it's not that noticeable till you get closer in. I don't think there's anything new other than that, guys, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give it a coat of primer. The purpose of that really is for me to basically poke holes in my own work. If I can see any gaps, fill them in, and I can see them a lot easier once the whole thing's primed, and it'd be interesting to see. I'm going to use an old water brush for this job. I think it's the TRN one. It's dual action, trigger grip, and I think it's 0.35 nib I've got in here. Really comfortable to hold. I'm going to put this through its paces on this model and we'll see what it looks like. So let's just set things up. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my favourites. It's a Vallejo surface primer. It's a polyurethane primer. I use it quite often, so I'm going to just load up the old TRN one. And we'll give this a go. This is the first time I've used this brush, so you might also hear the compressor kick in. I would normally do this in a booth, but because this model's too big, I'm having to do it out in the open. So at the moment, nothing's coming through. As you can see, I'm just pulling the trigger, and if I just go past that point a little bit more, start releasing some paint. I'm only doing a very slight depression on the trigger at the moment. Yeah, I must say it's really comfortable. Very much liking that. Already a few cracks showing through on that. And let me just check something here. I'm screwing in the valve at the end. There we go. I'm just checking to see if that's actually, I'm turning the screw as we go along. There we go. Actually, let's do that again, guys. Screw it in. That's it, I'm right back now. There we go. Yes, you can get some really fine lines. I don't know if they'll be apparent on the camera. Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know if you're just picking it up, but you can get some really tight lines on there. I'm going to open it right back out now though, because at the end of the day I'm just priming this. And let's just check a bit over the green still. Yeah, that covers nicely. Well, I'm not going to bore you with all this. I'll come back when it's done. Well, there we go. And it's amazing how much different they look once you give them a base coat, or rather a prime I should say. But yeah, the airbrush worked really well. It's comfortable. It's quite a lengthy job spraying all this lot because there's so many nooks and crannies on it, but everything starts to look a bit more plausible now and together. And you can take stock and you know, try and figure out in your head if you need a bit more detail here or there. Anyway, obviously I can see a couple of areas I've missed with the airbrush, but it does highlight also the areas, like I was saying, that I think would benefit from a bit of green stuff, filling in gaps and so forth. So apart from that, I think the next job to be done on this is the construction of the rather large eye icon in the centre of those windows. So that's it for now, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow this project, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.